We in the building, man. Got my brother LaxxP in the building. What's good with you?
What's up, man? It's your boy.
How you feeling today, man?
Bro, we coolin', bro. I really feel good today.
That's what's happening, man. 2018, a lot of big things planned, and I'm just glad that we got a chance to link up today, get this interview going, man. But just starting off, bro, just give the people that don't know who you are yet an introduction of yourself, your name, where you're from, and what exactly do you do?
Alright, should I go by LaxxP? I guess I'm a, whatever you want to call it, goddamn
Musician, whatever, but I produce my own beats, do my own cover art, mix my own, like everything, the whole nine. You said where am I from? What's the other question?
Yeah, where you from, bro?
Cobb County, Georgia, from Cobb, so that's like, you know, Metro Atlanta, not really the city, but on some like, some 20 minutes, 30 minutes out of the city type shit. Hell yeah, like just chilling really on some small town shit, but like trying to be international type shit, you know?
For sure. So we just gonna start it off. You say you from Cobb County, bro.
Oh yeah.
Let me know what it was like growing up for you in Cobb County.
Cobb County, girl. I mean, it was cool. It was really just like a lot of like wannabes, though. You know what I'm saying? It was like some niggas who really wanted to be tough and from the city, like just mimicking the lifestyle. So it was a lot of that like going on around me. But for the most part, it was cool. Like it was real close knit. Like it was like community based. Still is kind of like, you know what I mean? It wasn't really hard. I ain't gonna say I ain't come up hard or like from a, you know what I'm saying, a neighborhood where I had to like watch my back and shit. Like, so it was cool. I started making music up there with like, I think 4 other people, still homies with like to this day. And like, that's just really all I knew when I was down there, like just music and just close little cliques. Like, it wasn't too much of like, although it was community based and stuff, it was still like just real clicked off and like, you hang with who you hang with type thing.
For sure. So did you grow up with like both parents in the home? Did you have siblings?
Yeah, I did. I had both parents in the home. I got 2 sisters right now. Shout out Zoe and Kiki, you know.
For sure. So we're gonna dive into your name, man. Let me know, how did you come up with your name LaxxP?
See, it's crazy because I had like 3 different names. Like, I started out with my name was like Sleeky Slim.
Okay.
So we already know what that was about. But I was Profound for like, I think 4 or 5 years. Like, my name was Profound. I used to go by, you know, Profound Vibe. And that's when I was like making music on YouTube and stuff. Some people out there probably still know what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, I was going by Profound. I changed my name to LaxxP in like, I think 10th grade, 11th grade high school. And I was just like, I need something that's less like so serious, you know. Profound Vibe was like the most serious name, you know what I mean? So I wanted something that can kind of like just put less emphasis on the like the conscious or the, you know, the pre-assumed, like the assumption that you have of my, you know, self, and listen to it like I'm just lax, I'm just, you know,
sure.
Relaxed, chilling.
For sure.
Yeah.
So with the music, you say you know, you were pretty much around music a lot growing up. Around what age or around what time do you think like you really were interested in starting to mess with the music?
It was probably like, cause it's really like since I want to say damn near birth, basically. The beginning, bro. Like, I was in like 4th grade. I remember just having a drum set just every night, banging on that shit. Like, just wanting to be like close to music, cause I was also from like a Christian home. So we was like really into the church, and that whole like Baptist type of like soul sound was like big when I was younger. So I was doing that, 4th grade, drum set, everything. Had like a little rap group around 6th grade, 7th grade, you know, and all the niggas who are in that still know about that right now. SSC, Spit Squad Clique. But like, goddamn, yeah, it was really all my life, but I got serious in like 10th grade high school. Cause that's when I was like, really wanting to produce my own like music too. So I was like, I'm gonna find out how to produce, and I'm gonna get fire with it, and I'm gonna just start rapping on my own shit. I started doing that ever since.
Man, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, what do you, well, I guess that kind of goes hand in hand as far as your inspiration, since you were already around music so much and it was already something that you were involved with, do you think that there were any other things that might have inspired you more to want to be involved with music?
Like kind of outside of music?
Yeah.
I could say my dad probably, he was a good inspiration because he had left my family for a little bit, like to go overseas and get the bag real quick and come back. And, you know, that was like 2 years or so, but like just to see him like sacrifice himself and like what people think of him and everything like that probably kind of really influenced me to like just kind of go out on a limb with it and just fuck what, you know, people think. And if it's for the betterment of me or my family or anything like that, then I should pursue it, you know. So I think that's one of them. But I also just looked up to a lot of people because my city has a lot of talented artists in there. So like I just looked up to people that were close by that were like kind of getting a little buzz and doing it themselves. And I was like, it's so possible to just do it. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Yeah. What inspiration do you have today with your music? Or what inspires you today with your music?
What inspires me today, it's probably gonna be like just everyday living, really. Like I get inspired by like just having to know that I have to get somewhere, or I have obstacles. You know, I'm inspired by the fact that there are things in life or things right now that are just so shitty but so temporary, you know. And that's just inspiring in itself because it's constant change, you know. And that keeps me like creative with my music, that constant change. When things are just so like dull and I look at it like life is just a repetitive type of, you know, ongoing thing. It's just, that shit like really, I would say, stumps my creativity. So I try to keep an open mind about everything that's around me and like all the situations and everything I'm going through, and I just kind of take that and put it into music. So.
For sure. As far as you rapping, and I'm also ask you as well with your producing, do you have a writing process when creating your music?
I do. My writing process has changed. Like I used to just play the beat and kind of just write like that, free write. But now it's almost like I want my music to sound less forced, like as far as like the lyrics and everything. I don't want it to seem so premeditated. So I kind of would just, you know, freestyle, and then just go in, like, and just write whatever came to my head or whatever, you know, rhyme scheme it was or whatever, you know. So now it's just less, you know, emphasis on the and it's just more, you know, coming.
More of a natural feel for you.
Yeah.
More, does it sound more natural with your music?
Yeah, it definitely sounds more natural. Because when I play it, I don't think like, damn, like he really trying hard, or like this nigga really trying to, like, you know what I mean? It's cool.
So I'm also ask you as well, with producing, do you have a specific process that you like to use with making the music?
Producing, nah, not really. It's really when I just go in there and I'm just in there, come up with a kick pattern, snares, whatever, lay it all out, and then I'm just finding the dope sample that I was sitting on for a while. I just throw it in there, see what happens.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, damn.
So I'm gonna ask you 2 questions, and I'm gonna give you 5 slots on both of them.
All right.
I want to know, first off, your top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers?
Yeah.
Woo. He came with the questions today, bro.
Yeah, man.
Shit. Top 5. I'm a big fan of Andre 3000. That's one of the GOATs. I ain't gonna put him at 5. I'll put him at I definitely put him around 3. Andre 3000 at 3. Who's a good rapper? Put myself in number 1. I'm gonna be the head ass to have to do that. Come on, like.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I respect that though.
Come on,
I respect it.
We for real, nigga.
Dylan.
Right, but nah, number 1 me, alright. Andre 3000, number 3. Man, number 5, I'm gonna put Big Crit. These are all Southern artists that I just gravitated towards, you know what I'm saying? That really resonated with me, I wanna say. But number 5, Crit, number 3, Andre, number 1, me, So what we got number 2 and number 4? Method Man's gonna have to be number 2.
Okay.
That's the man. Yeah, that's the guy. Method Man. Number 4. Sheesh. I gotta go through my phone. I'm doing it in the interview. I gotta go in there.
That's how you know it's real.
It's super real. All right. I'm gonna have to go with Freddie Gibbs for number 4.
I think that might be like the 3rd or 4th time in the interview I've heard that.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. Freddie Gibbs snaps. Like, shout out Freddie Gibbs. But that's number 4 in the top 5. Let's get it.
For sure. So next, I want to know your top 5 artists, not just specific to rap genre, but all genres of music.
Oh, just in general?
Yeah.
That's definitely more easier, I would say. Number 5, I'm gonna go and get that slide to Lil Dragon. Shout out Lil Dragon, the band. Number 4, artist of all time, Michael Jackson, number 4. Number 3, Prince. Number 2, James Brown. Definitely was innovative in this game. Number 1, artist. Ah man, it's so many. I gotta go back to the phone. Look, but artist. Oh yeah, that's easy. Erykah Badu. Come on, that's number 1.
For sure,
yeah.
for sure. Well, I think both of your top 5 lists are definitely something that I could rock with for sure.
Hey, let's go.
We talked about some of your favorite artists, but now I think it's time we talk a little bit about the artist, LaxxP, man. Starting off, where can people find your music?
You can find my music soundcloud.com/LaxxP. www.laxp.com. It's still under construction, but you know. Bandcamp, laxp.bandcamp.com. Apple Music, type in LaxxP, all just one word. Spotify, all one word. So all streaming sites really. But,
for sure. So if I were to go on any of those sites right now, I already know on SoundCloud which one of my favorite songs I'm gonna play. But for others, what songs would you suggest, or which projects that you've recently released would you tell the fans or anybody looking into your music for the first time to check out?
All right, so you definitely want to listen to Chill Out.
For sure. Listen
to the Chill Out interlude. That's the go-to.
Yeah.
Made that like 2 years ago. I remember the day I made it. I was like dumb high, and I was like, the melodies was just coming though, like, you know what I'm saying, and the whole like everything just came. But yeah, anyway, I produced that beat, Chill Out interlude. I can't really give you like too many individual songs, but All the Power, definitely should listen to that tape. I made that about a year ago. That's 2 things. Let me see. Listen to Psychic 25. That's like the original Psychic. Let me see. And go listen to the latest song I just dropped called Sunday Morning, you know what I'm saying, on Alter. 2018, about to come this year, this month, like January. I can't get a date, but it's coming January. But hell yeah, go check that out, soundcloud.com. I'm working on getting on more streaming sites, getting on iTunes and everything, putting updating everything on iTunes, so, but yeah.
For sure. So you just mentioned your newest project that you're about to release. Do you have anything else that you're working on, music or anything other than music as well, that you're planning to release or that you're planning on working on this year, 2018?
Yeah, I am trying to work on a documentary series where, because I'm kind of into history, this is outside of music, but like kind of into history, so I'm most likely going to be doing, when I can get my hands on like a more quality camera, I'm going to go like to different families, and especially my family, to document like history that's been untold, or things that have not been shared, or that the public could really use, to learn from or whatever, or just see, and just start that up like a little small network series away from my music or whatever. But just talking to different families and everything. If you can email me right now, LaxxPconnect@gmail.com, if you have some interesting family history that you want to be documented and shared. And yeah, so doing that. I'm talking so much, my brain is moving so fast. but like, that I'm doing that. I'm working on like another project. Obviously, it's called Son of Soul. That's probably gonna be around like May, April, a little later in the year. But like, we're doing that. I'm producing all the beats for that. Yeah, I got like a few little collab tapes in the works in the meantime. But really this year I'm just really trying to go in on the media side and like the visuals and just showing my face and getting comfortable being like, LaxxP, rather than just a link on Twitter or something, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Do you have specific producers that you like to work with?
Oh yeah, shout out to Riddle C, DJ Riddle C right here in the Rain Cloud Camp. It's the homie, his beat's stupid. Shout out Chaos, my boy Cam, he's out here producing too. I love my beats. Obviously, I gotta rap on my own shit too. Who else? Ali, he's a dope producer. I don't know where he's from, but I seen him online or whatever on Bandcamp, found him. He has some really dope beats. Yeah, but the rest of the time it's just kind of like random and whatever I feel,
So, YouTube beats, YouTube type beats, all that. I need your opinion on how you feel about that. Some people, they don't like it. They felt like the YouTube thing kind of diminished the game. But what's your opinion, or what's your take on YouTube beats, man?
YouTube beats. I mean, there's some quality producers on YouTube beats. I feel like people be just sleeping on that shit. Like, bro, there's some real talent on YouTube. Like, but it's funny because I actually do that. Like, I not use YouTube beats like that, but I make YouTube beats and I put them up there for sale as a little side hustle, you know, under a different name. But it's like I don't go into it constantly like I'm gonna make this sound and beat. You know how to type beat like. I'm about to make this sound like Young Thug. Like, I just make the beat and then just name it that for marketing purposes so people can click on it. But my opinion on it really is like, it's whatever. I feel like there's still some talented producers on there. I personally just want to have more exclusive beats that, the public or whatever just can't easily just, everybody get on it. Yeah. So, it is what it is on that part. I started out doing YouTube beats and it gave me some little, it gave me some love, so it was cool.
Sure.
What sticks out about his music to you? Like compared to everybody else that you had in the list, what sticks out about Method Man?
Okay. Really Method was like, it's really his cadence that gets me. It's like, the way he uses his cadence vocally is almost so like step to it, almost like it's like a Jamaican step to it or something. And I feel like that really just gravitated towards me, especially when I was younger listening to it. I think the first song I heard him on was Biggie. It was on his Ready to Die album, Biggie's Ready to Die album. It was called like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking at the camera at you, but like Ready to Die album, the song was called The What, and like Method Man just killed it, like, and his cadence was so like funky and smooth, so I just was like, man, that's when I first heard Method Man for real, and I just like started going back, revisiting and everything, and their new like Wu-Tang album, like every verse he's on is just dumb, it's cool, and he's just very like, he's very like transparent, I should say, or just honest, like with his lyrics, like it's never like forced and just so try hard, like he's just telling you like, really, he just be dropping jewels, like dropping knowledge every like verse, bro. And then I think he just be with like the Islam and like the knowledge inside of like Islam, and like he be speaking back, so it's cool.
So you're in school, you're an artist, you're a producer, and overall you're a human. What is it like balancing everything you know, as well as relationships and everything. What is it like for you balancing everything?
It can get like stressful, you know what I'm saying, but it is what it is. That's been my approach, like just since I was little. But I don't know if that's toxic or if that's like, you know. But I just kind of have a is what it is mentality where I just know I can always push through, and there's always gonna be another like. This is a swing of the pendulum type thing for me. There's always gonna be a good, and there's always gonna be a bad, and there's always gonna be stresses and things that are not stressful. So I just try to perceive it in a way that it's just temporary shit that's going on, but it is kind of like difficult, I can say, to do that. It's not easy to just try to, you know, go through life like that. Like, but I just deal with it how I can, and I appreciate the stuff that that I'm grateful for and stuff. So.
Hey. So advice that you might have for somebody, young, old, doesn't really matter. Anybody that's following similar footsteps like you or just chasing their dreams, period. What advice would you have for that person?
Bro, just do that shit. Like, really, that's really all you should do. Like, I mean, focus on doing, like, because when you get too big of an ego, though, like, keep your ego in check. Because, like, if you get too big of an ego, you start like, internalizing the stuff that people are saying about you, and you feeling like everybody's against you and stuff. Like, bro, just always keep your ego in check and just do that shit. Like, because, like, it's like you have only but so much time here. You know, I realize that more and more every day. Like, this whole reality is so, like, kind of brief, you know, and you have your time that you have to do what you want to do. So it's like, I wouldn't want to spend it, I wouldn't recommend someone to spend it doing something that they don't really love, or just, you know, kind of treating it like this is just gonna be forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes just take risks, bro, and just do that shit. That's all I can say.
Sure.
That Public Enemy tattoo, does that have any significant meaning?
Yeah, it's basically like, well, y'all know Public Enemy, like, yeah. So they were really like the first real political rap group out here that was kind of trying to like shake the whole foundation and the whole perception of rap. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like this symbol and what it represents, I gotta get it filled in. This shit kind of like, but yeah, like. The whole like symbol and what it represents is feel like, you know, I'm a target for one. I'm a public enemy. I identify with that. When I was growing up, I kind of looked at the cops as being like some type of saviors and stuff. But as I get older, I realized that these people actually want to kill me, or they don't have my best interest in mind. You know what I'm saying? And I will be a puppet or another dollar to the system if it really came down to it. You know what I'm saying? Between me and him. So. I see this as something that I identify with, and it's something that, you know, I shouldn't be like fearful of. It's almost like the tat represents me accepting this, like, as I'm a public enemy, I'm a target, and, you know, the cops, they have a tendency, they're the slave catchers almost, you know. So just accepting that reality and walking with it with pride, rather than, you know, trying to assimilate to European, you know, culture or whatever, and cut my hair and, you know, like, fuck all that.
So what about the one that's inside of your arm? What does that mean?
So this is a Nigerian proverb. It says, the roaring lion kills no prey. This is my first tattoo. I got this in the summertime, but it's a Nigerian proverb. It's basically can be interpreted in like many different ways. Like, you can interpret it being like, the roaring lion kills no prey, as in a gentle lion. Like, he doesn't kill. It's almost like a lion and a lamb interpretation. You can say that. That I'm a gentle person, and I do identify with that sometimes, like, but also the fact that the roaring lion kills no prey, meaning just because a lion is roaring or whatever doesn't mean that he's necessarily gonna kill the prey and that doesn't do the job. Yeah, so it's like basically walk the walk. Like, if you're gonna be a roaring lion, kill the prey. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Live.
All right, we live. All right. Please, front me your mind, soul come later, that's in time. But really I feel like I got the power inside. Do you believe you're bored? Are we cool just cause we smoke and rap over the chords? Are you fucking with me cause the company you adore? In love with your curves, but I don't treat you like a whore. So I pay you respect and more. With this little check, spend my last on your gas, get you to where you going. Young nigga came from the floor, not a vouch off the couch. I had to make some noise cause my heart was sore. Seeing shit I can't afford. Though I wasn't poor, my family kept my sanity right where it belonged. So I'ma give thanks for sure. Every night I'm dreaming of a tour with my boys smoking on the shore. And it's all love until your pockets is stressing. So, do you got a check for a nigga? Check for a nigga. Check. Coming soon.
Sure.
Hey.
Alright, it's your boy LaxxP, man. Check out my interview on Worldview Media. And be sure to check out my album, also coming soon on all streaming sites. Peace.